Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is the Resourceful Woman Show. Are you ready? Are you ready for the awesomeness we are serving today? This is the show where we have honest conversations about our love life, our marriage, and the realities in between. This is the show where we tell ourselves the truth because, hey, if there's one thing we know is that truth is so scarce. A lot of people are not honest about what they are experiencing in their relationship. Some people are just waiting for other people to feel. Like, you've heard misery likes company, right? So, like, if it is not good for me, it will not be good for you. Kind of. So this is the show you tune in every Wednesday by 4:30 p.m. and you get knowledge, you get wisdom, you get practical tips to ensure that you truly navigate your marriage with wisdom and truly enjoy bliss in your marriage. Today, we're talking about love and survival. Yes, let's talk about it. Love and survival. Whenever we have to do it, talking about marriage, relationship, the main thing we talk about is love. Oh, I love this person. I love you. It's because of the love I have for you. We even have a trending topic on social media now, and it's love. You'd see the person like, I love this person. I love my wife. The husband will say, I love my wife. The wife will say, I love my husband. So if we all love each other as we claim that we do, who are the wicked husband and wife in the marital institution? Who are the people hurting each other? Why are the people not getting it right? Or is it that people truly love each other, but they don't know how to navigate it? What exactly is going on? That and much more is what we're going to talk about today on the Resourceful Woman Show. I'm your host, Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD, and I'm excited to be here. In fact, I must confess, having this show is one of the highlights of my week. Hello, Worldwide Boss. Thanks for joining us on Instagram. We're live on Instagram. It's at Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. We're also live on Facebook at Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. Hello, our TikTokers. Hi. It's also at Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. And you can listen to the replay on YouTube at Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. So if you're ready, I am ready. Remember, we agreed that whenever we're having this session, you must have your book. Have that notebook, have that pen, written the Resourceful Woman Show, because the wisdom nuggets you learn here, if you have to pay for them, that will cost you some serious money. Go ask the people that send me DMs and book private sessions with me. It costs them some serious debit alerts. So you're having it all free. And today, let's talk about survival in marriage, survival in love relationship. Are you staying in that relationship, in that marriage for the right reasons? Or you're there because of what will people say? Or because, we've done so many anniversaries together. Or the number of children we have. Or where do I start from if I leave? Why exactly are you in the marriage? Now, before we continue, I want to share our numbers with you so that you can call and share your thoughts. Our numbers are 090. Hello, Olande Gift. Thanks for joining us. It's the Resourceful Woman Show with Dr. Deborah TIMI-WOOD. 090-6000-2420. 090-6000-2420. Alternatively, you can also call 080-5455-4123. 080-5455-4123. Now, the essence of calling is to share your thoughts. We don't do it alone. I definitely would not do this show alone. I love hearing from you, having your opinion. But yeah, there are many of people, and I don't want to make it gender specific, right? There are lots of people in a marriage where they feel very lonely. Even though they are married, even though they're having the ring. Hi, Jazzbex. Thanks for joining. Even if they're wearing the rings and all that, they are very lonely. They feel like they are just married single people. Do you understand? As I said this, I remember somebody that I met a couple of years ago, and I asked, how's your husband? And she said to me, it's fine. See, me, I'm a married single woman. I'm like, which one is that one? When the married and single join together. And she said, it's when you are married. But it feels like you are completely single because you wake up, you take care of the home, you sort out everybody, you show up for everybody, but inside you feel unheard, you feel unseen, you feel invisible in your marriage, you feel emotionally disconnected, you feel like if something goes wrong and you need serious help, your spouse may not be there for you. If that is how you feel, today's show is about you. Because this is what people struggle with. Even though we do not want to accept it, this is the reality some people have. I mean, we have a trending issue of a man that is saying he's been married for 11 years. It's all over the social media. And he woke up to see his wife getting married. And he was, broken. As a person, I don't look at things based on gender lens because they are very wicked women. They are very wicked men. So it's not the ones to say, how can a woman do this? Women can be wicked. Men can be wicked. So when it has to do with things like that, you look at it from the lens of the individual. Who was feeling lonely in their marriage? Who felt that even though they are waking up, wearing the wedding band, but they feel very, very lonely. So, if that is you, have you told your husband about it? Have you told your wife about it? If you haven't, why are you still in a marriage that you feel so grossly alone? Hi, personal finance girl. Welcome to the Resourceful Show on People's Effort. Hi, TIMI-WOOD. Thanks for joining. So why are you in that relationship if you're feeling alone? Because a lot of times you see people will say, have not been happy, have not been happy for years, have just been managing, have just been surviving. So the idea is, why didn't you do something about it? And here's the mistake a lot of people make. People feel if something is wrong with a relationship, the next thing to do is to move out. No. There's so many options. First, getting knowledge and working on your relationship. Yes. Like everything that when it's broken or it's weak can be mended, your marital relationship can be mended. So the ideology that when something is wrong, the first thing is out is very wrong. Can we agree on the Resourceful Woman Show that that's not what we're doing? Because we're wise people, we're resourceful people. We don't just face problems and run away. Because being resourceful means that you have in you the innate ability to overcome challenges. And challenges will come. We're in such a bread and butter generation where whenever we see any challenge, we're like, oh, how can this happen to me? Oh my God. If it doesn't happen to you, who should it happen to? Is it me? It will happen. Hi, Zero Defect Fashion. I love your handle, Zero Defect Fashion. Right? Thanks for joining. So I would like to know your thoughts. Why do you think love disappears in marriage and a lot of people enter survival mode? You can call the number. So if you're on any of our social media platforms or you're watching, you can actually drop your thoughts there. But if you want to phone in and let's have a chat, you could call the number 090 60002420. I'll take it again. 090-6000-2420. Alternatively, you can call 080-5455-4123. I feel like I just experienced a miracle. Should I share the testimony with you? Should I share the testimony with you? So I observed that whenever I'm having the show, when it gets to the point of, calling out numbers, I would have to wear my reading glasses, to be able to see them. But today I'm just seeing them super clear. I don't know. Is this something in the air? Something in the rain? We're having a wet Wednesday in Bielsa. But it's so clear and bright. I'm excited. And this miracle will stay forever. Amen. So let's talk about it. Why do people stay in loveless marriages or relationships? Is it out of fear or out of love? Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? I think the network is having a number on us. While I was coming for us to start the show, when I saw the weather, I was like, oh my God. In this country, when we just see weather, we just get scared. Are you sure calls will connect? So that was really my fear, and we just lost the call. But you can call back again. The number is 09060002420 or 08054554123. Why do you think people... So we have another caller. Hello? Hello? Yes, please. What's your name, please, and where are you calling from? I feel like laying my hands on the network here, like people, because I know this is very exciting topic. People need to say their mind. Are you staying out of love, or you're staying out of fear, or it's just survival mode? Now, while you're trying to put your call through to tell us and share your experience with us and tell us why you're staying, let me give you an example or give you tips to know when you're staying out of love, for you to understand what love feels like. Love feels like connection. Love feels like respect. Love feels like being seen, being acknowledged. Love feels like emotional safety. Love feels like partnership. You're not alone. You're doing life with somebody. You're actively doing life with somebody, not passively doing it. Both of you are just together on paper. But in reality, every man bear your father's name, kind of, It feels like partnership. It feels like growth. So if these words are just called that, if that's not what you're experiencing in your marriage, if you're feeling lonely, you're feeling sad, if there's fear, you feel threatened, that's not love. That's not love. Love is a beautiful experience. Love is beyond the butterflies in the tummy kind of thing. Because when you say love, that's all people think of. Oh, is that feeling mushy? It's not about the mushy feelings. When all the mushy feeling is gone, how you feel? Do you feel seen? Do you feel protected? Do you feel safe? Right? And survival, for you to know if you're in a survival mode in your marriage, survival feels like, let me just manage. When you just know that you're in the marriage to manage, let me just manage. At least this is not the worst. I've heard about other people suffering more than this. My own is not the worst. My age has gone. I cannot start over again. Oh, I have such a number of children. I cannot, start all over again. Those thoughts, those silent thoughts you share. You can't even tell your closest friend. It's all up in your head. Hello. We have another caller. Hello. Good evening. Your name and where are you calling from, please? Mr. Gabriel. You're calling from where? Amarata by Express. Interesting. So share your thoughts with us. Welcome to the Resourceful Woman Show. His car had a problem and his wife abandoned him. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, okay. What did you say? Mm. Yeah. Mm. True. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I do. You know, the thing is, the absolutely. Thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for your thoughts. It's interesting what Mr. Gabriel just said. But you know, the thing about married couples is the fact that, so he said his friend was the one that told him. So a lot of times when we're explaining issues to our loved ones and our friends, we always say it with the lens of we looking good. We rarely go and say that, look at the bad thing I did, or I mean, I'm the wicked person in this thing. Or, you know, things that would have led to that point. So yes, just on face value, hearing the story that, oh my God, his friend took his wife, you know, and kids, they traveled, the car developed a problem, and the wife abandoned him and took another vehicle with the children. Just on face value, look like, oh my God, such a wicked woman. Why? But what's interesting is that, hello? Oh my God, hello? Um, you can call back, you know, but, you know, if you have a conversation with both of them, you'd see that most times you see it through a different lens. And when it has to do with marriage, we just have to forgive in advance, create room for each other, right? Because if we don't, a lot of people are just living a lie. And it's such a sorry way to live. Really. I mean, nobody has died and come back. So we all have just one chance in life. So why would you live a lie? Why would you want to just cope in survival mode where bliss is available, where knowledge is available? You know, the thing about relationship is that it's always in phases. And sometimes, my God, it can put you in a place where you feel like it is finished. Like, it is over. Where are we going from here? But you know how life happens in waves, and you just learn the lesson for the season, you know, and just get better. That is why I am a core advocate for getting knowledge. I'm a core advocate for getting knowledge and getting help, you know, because a lot of times when we have issues with our health, we go to the doctor fast. Oh, my head is paining me. Look how my teeth is doing me. Look at how, you know, when we have issues with our academics, you know, you meet somebody, you have an issue with your car, you go to the mechanic and say, oh, see what? Well, it's interesting that we would have matters of the heart, we would have relationship issues, marital issues, and we'll lock it up. I mean, I cannot go and explain to a stranger. I will not pay and tell somebody. Well, would you rather die in silence and just go through life so hurt? So we must understand that your ability to get help, your ability to explain what you're going through, get knowledge, navigate it, is a form of self-love. It's a way of telling yourself that you love yourself. And if you are, or you see somebody in a relationship where they are grossly single, but they are married, and you're like, this person is just foolish. A lot of times people don't stay because they are foolish. People stay for different reasons. People stay because of their children. Some people stay because of financial dependency. Some people stay because of fear of the unknown. You know, fear of the unknown. And you think it's just an easy ride. No. It's having a negative impact on your health. It's having a negative impact on your psyche. It's changing you without you knowing. Something negative is happening to you slowly. That is why you cannot continue to live like that. Some people stay in a loveless marriage because of family pressure. So you're like, okay, without staying, what next to do? Get help. Don't just walk out. Get help. Get knowledge. Crisis can be resolved. Some people stay because of faith teachings, and we need to talk about that. So you're like, oh, you're not happy. You don't need to walk out of the marriage, and that's where the topic ends. No. You don't need to walk out of the marriage is a comma. That's not a complete sentence. The next part should be get help. Get knowledge. What are the things you need to do to get better? It doesn't just be like, oh, in our church, we don't used to. No, those don't work. Now, some people stay because of emotional attachment. Some people just stay because they are hopeful that things will change. And like I would tell my followers know this. I tell you, hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a strategy. Wishful thinking is not a strategy. So just before we go, I want to share with you 3 signs that you're in survival mode. Even if you're in self-denial. Maybe you're like, Dr. Dobra, you don't understand. Sometimes it's sweet though. Then sometimes Satan will just come. In case you're in that boat. Let me tell you, one of the signs to know that your marriage is in survival mode is when you stop expressing yourself. You're expressing your true feelings. Everything. You're not bold enough to say exactly how you feel. When it feels like you're more like a manager of your partner, you just manage your spouse's emotions. You're always checking. Is she laughing? She's not laughing. Today will be a bad day. Today she greeted me. That means today will be a good day. Your marriage is in survival mode. I hate to be the one to tell you. When you feel like you're stuck, you're not feeling fulfilled, you've lost your voice, you've lost your identity. You just feel like, this is not who I am. This was not who I was when I got married. You know how that feeling that comes from inside and you really cannot explain it, and you feel like hiding it empowers you, because when you say it, it's as though you've exposed yourself. If you feel that way, you are in survival mode in your marriage and you need to get help. So the next thing is, if you want to get help, what do you do? Here's what to do. Simple. Send us a DM. You're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on Facebook. The handle is at Dr. Dobra TIMI-WOOD. Send us a DM and we would offer you help, because you deserve to live a full, whole, blissful life. Everybody has a shot at this. Everybody. Your character is not that bad. In case you're like, Dr. Dobra, you don't know me. Your character is not that bad. Now, thanks to everybody that tried reaching. Thanks to the person that went through and shared his thoughts with us. Next week, we have a very sizzling topic. I'm thinking, should I tell you? Should I not tell you? So let me tell you. So you write it in your book and get ready. Next week, Wednesday, we're talking about sex. Sex in marriage. Sex as a duty, or sex as something you truly desire. What's happening in your marriage, so you understand it, but most importantly, learn how to navigate it and enjoy bliss in your marriage. My name is Dr. Dobra TIMI-WOOD. It's been my utmost pleasure to take you on this ride on the Resourceful Woman Show, where we've spoken about love and survival. I cannot wait to share more thoughts with you, but most importantly, I cannot wait to give you the help that you need. To send us a message, and do have an amazing week ahead. Bye.